tell you a story. Some call it Peter's restoration because it shows us Jesus' incredible love as he forgave Peter for denying him 3 times right before he was crucified. We hear the version from John's Gospel, which is so very different from Matthew, Luke, and Mark. John uses symbols and clues to let us get the inside edition. For instance, there is the rooster. John specifically mentions a charcoal fire in those stories.
Are we having a barbecue?
No, silly.
Are we having a barbecue?
No, silly. But at the center of the story is always Jesus. Let's go back to the first story, which happened right before Good Friday.
Simon Peter and another disciple followed Jesus. And since that disciple was known to the high priest, he went with Jesus into the courtyard of the high priest. But Peter was standing outside the gate. So the other disciple, who was known to the high priest, went out, spoke to the woman who guarded the gate, and brought Peter in. The woman said to Peter,
You are not also one of these men's disciples, are you?
I am not.
Now the slaves and the police had made a charcoal fire because it was cold. And they were standing around it, warming themselves. Peter also was standing with them and warming himself. They asked him,
You are not also one of this man's disciples, are you?
He denied it and said,
I am not.
One of the slaves of the high priest, a relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off, asked,
Is you in the garden with him?
Again, Peter denied it.
No.
And at that moment, the cock crowed. Jesus appeared again to his disciples. It was by the Sea of Tiberias, and it happened this way. Simon Peter, Thomas, who's also called Didymus, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and 2 other disciples were together. Simon Peter said,
I'm going out to fish.
The rest said, We'll go with you. And so they went out and got into the boat. But that night, they caught nothing. Early in the morning, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples did not realize that it was Jesus. He called out to them,
Friends, haven't you any fish?
No.
Throw your net on the right side of the boat and you will find some.
When they did, they were unable to haul the net in because of the large number of fish. Then the disciple whom Jesus loved said to Peter,
the Lord.
As soon as Simon Peter heard him say that, he wrapped his outer garment around him and jumped into the water. The other disciples followed in the boat, towing the net full of fish, for they were not far from shore, about 100 yards. When they landed, they saw a charcoal fire, there with fish on it and some bread.
Bring some fish you have just caught.
Simon Peter climbed aboard and dragged the net ashore. It was full of large fish, but even with so many, the net was not torn.
Come have some breakfast.
Now none of the disciples dared ask, "Who are you?" They knew it was the Lord. Jesus came, took the bread and gave it to them, and did the same with the fish. This was now the third time Jesus appeared to his disciples after he was raised from the dead. When they had finished eating, Jesus said to Simon Peter,
Simon, son of John, do you truly love me more than these?
Yes, Lord, you know that I love you.
Feed my lambs. Simon, son of John, do you truly love me?
Yes, Lord, you know that I love you.
Tend my sheep. Simon, son of John, do you love me?
Peter was hurt because Jesus asked him the third time, "Do you love me?"
Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you.
Feed my sheep. I tell you the truth. When you were younger, you dressed yourself and went where you wanted. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hand, and someone else will dress you and lead you where you do not want to go.
Jesus said this to indicate the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. Then he said to him,
Follow me.
When I feel like I can't ever earn God's love, I remember the story about Peter. Peter was his best friend, but he acted like he never knew our Lord.
You later went on to become the first leader of the church. But on a rock the church will stand.
"And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven."
Built on this rock the church will stand.
The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Christ.